Yeah. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Man, it's your boy, Jesus Hawthorne. I'd like to welcome y'all to Talk That Talk 254. Man, once again, man, I got another banger for you. You gonna love this. I got a young gentleman by the name of Corey Dwyer all the way from South Carolina. How you doing, sir?
Man, what's good, fellas? What's good? Man, we made it. We made it. It's about to be legendary.
Hey,
it's gonna be a good one.
Hey, absolutely, dog, man. Good people create great things, man. So I'm definitely understanding this could be a great show right here, man. Hey, for one, man, it's an honor and a privilege for you to take time out of your busy schedule, man, to sit down and talk to us, little people down here in the Waco, Texas area, Central Texas area, man. But for those, this is for everybody else. I've been knowing you for some years, man. Great dude, great family, and everything. But for those who don't know who you are, man, go ahead and let everybody know what's your name and who your parents are and where y'all from.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, man. My name is Corey Dwyer, also known as Mr. Grindouts. You know what I'm saying? So business owner. Yes, sir. Business owner. Man, I have a amazing family. Originally from Sumter, South Carolina, man. Up in that dirty. You know, man.
Yes,
didn't have much, but was raised right, bro. Like, didn't have a silver spoon, but was definitely learn how to love, man. Learn how to give back. And fell in love with hard work at an early age, bro.
Man, that's awesome.
And that kind of what took me as far as I am right now, man. And love for God, bro, more than anything.
Okay, sure. But let's give a big shout out to mom and dad, man. Who's mom and dad?
Oh yeah, Sarah Lou, God rest her soul, I love her. And my pop, man. My pop is Jimmy Dwyer, also known as BB. People in that Jersey area call him Crucial.
Crucial.
Yeah, he was a problem growing up.
hey, man. Yeah. Hey, they don't give out them type of nicknames for no reason, right?
Hey, I'm telling you.
Hey, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, for sure. My sister, God rest her soul, Soretta Dwyer. That was my rock. She was like best friend, mama too, coach, counselor. She was everything, bro. She got two beautiful daughters, and I got my brother, big dog, Cedric Williams, man. That's my rock, man. So we kind of hold each other down. So well-known fact, man. My brother did 23 years and 8 months, bro, locked up.
Wow.
23 years and 8 months. And he's doing great, man. He got business. He got two businesses and got a son, and he doing well for himself. So, I thank God for that, bro.
Man, that's big, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make bad decisions, but how you recover from the decisions, and he's out doing awesome things. Like you said, went from being incarcerated, now I got two businesses and doing this thing, man. That's a blessing, man. Stay focused out there, bro. Stay focused. At this time, man, let's give a big shout out, man, to the wife and the kids, man.
Oh man, my rock. Man, my beautiful wife, Rio Dwyer. Man, bro, we just celebrated 14 years, bro. Married for 14 years. Man. Yeah, got a little girl, Reyes, man. She's 3 years old. She's a busybody, but I love her to death. And I got my little guy, little Corey Mackay. I call him Mackay because I don't like yelling at myself. He's 12 going on 13, man. The boy keep me busy, bro.
Man, that's the grown man age right there, man. He's stepping into that manhood age right there, boy.
Hey, I be trying to prep them and let them know, like, hey, these excuses don't fly in a couple of months.
hey, I promise you, man, it's gonna happen fast. 12, 13, next thing you know, it's 18. You be like, whoa, it's gonna happen so fast.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. All right, man. But so you been out of Sumter. So when you was in Sumter, did you play sports in youth and high school? Did you do any of that?
Oh, for sure. I was tough too. Man, we started early. Not too early, not nowadays early, but my first time picking up a football, I played Pop Warner at like 10, 11. And bruh, they tossed me out there to the dogs. My first time getting on the football field, we played Oklahoma. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like
You
they
talking
just
about the
line you
drill?
up.
Yeah, the
Yes,
drill Oklahoma.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly what you're
Line
talking
you
about.
up. Hey, and my coaches
Man.
were creative, bro. They used to put you in the middle and put a circle around you.
Oh,
They
that's a
just
bull
call a
ring
name.
right there. Yeah, that's
Yes.
bull ring. That's
old school, bro.
man,
Old
that's
school.
illegal as hell now. But yeah.
Boy, who you telling? It felt illegal when we were doing it. So I knew it was gonna come to the surface, boy.
It did its purpose, man. It got you used to getting hitting and getting hit. So you ain't scared of contact after you've been in a bull ring a couple of times. Because after
man.
you kind of you figure it out quick. Either you gonna learn how to hit somebody or you about to get hit. There ain't no running from it. It's full contact. Yeah, man.
Hey, big dog, check it out.
Crazy.
Listen, hey, drills like that make really good basketball players. It run them off the field quick. I'm telling you. Hey, you might have 40 people one day, and the day after tackling, boy, you down to 22, 25.
just enough. Just enough.
Right.
Just enough to play.
Right. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But I always tell people, bro, like I was born and raised, like no joke, on a field or on somebody's basketball court. Like we played sports year round, and that's how we stayed out of trouble. Sumter County right now, bro, is known as Merck City. We never really thought of it growing up. We knew killings and the drugs, and we seen the violence and the all of this. But my people, they were smart enough to put us in sports. So Boys and Girls Club, man, I learned how to play baseball, basketball, football, ping pong, shoot a bow and arrow, all that. all that at Girls Club, bro. And yes, sir.
Okay,
it kept us out of trouble.
Most definitely. So when you got to high school, what sports did you play in high school?
Oh man, football and basketball. Yeah,
basketball.
Man.
Okay.
Hey, I can say this boldly. I was a beast on that field.
Okay.
Yeah.
What position?
Yes, sir. Man, I played Spr. Spr is like strong safety, outside linebacker.
Okay.
And receiver. And I played receiver. So I was more so like the Keyshawn Johnson possession receiver, That 40 I wasn't too fast. Yeah. But I caught everything, boy. I caught everything. You throw it up there, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So at the high school, did you attend college? And if so, where?
Yeah. So I attended Benedict College here in Columbia, South Carolina, where I'm still living. I had a traumatic injury my senior year, bro. It was crazy. I actually had I pretty much destroyed my left knee probably about 2-3 months before I was supposed to go off to college. So my plans changed. Yeah, my plans changed in in a split second. I knew something was going to happen, man, because I spoke to my track coach and I told him I was going to come out on Monday, and I just had to participate in this in a church league game, bro. Wow. A church league game. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So,
it was crazy.
Regarding of offers, football offers, where were you getting any offers from?
Yeah, Coastal. So my number one choice was Coastal Carolina. I had an offer for Brevard College, which is in North Carolina, and we talked to Benedict, but I really wanted to go to Coastal, and I got accepted and all that good stuff, man. And so the goal at the time was to walk on. So I spoke with the coach. Coach had my film. He was like, "Yeah, man, we can definitely get you in. I know right now we kind of top heavy. We're gonna red shirt you." He gonna tell me, he's like, "Look, just come in. We'll have you right." Because ironically, my current quarterback, he was a year behind me, and he was going in. So we pretty much was gonna hit the field at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So That was the
So
plan.
he had a 2-for-1 special, man. You was go red shirt, you was go walk on red shirt. Then by the time when your quarterback got there, both of y'all probably stepped off with a scholarship at the same time. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you had a whole year. You had a whole year to get right and get locked into the system, man.
Boy, I'm telling you, and that was the mindset, that was the mentality. But God had other plans. It was tough. I ain't gonna front. The boys struggled. So in recovery, man, I went off to Benedict, and I struggled my first year. Grades were good, but like up here wasn't.
In your mind.
I kind of as I got older, I can kind of say, bro, I actually dealt with depression. I didn't do well at it, but I made it out. And crazy, I rehabbed for probably about like 2 years, and 1.5 years, and then like my sophomore year of college, I tried out for the baseball team and actually made it, bro. I ain't played baseball since I was probably like 11, and actually made scholarship and all, bro. I'm talking about
man. That's dope. What position in baseball?
So they put me at that safe position, bro. I was out there in right field. I had to prove myself. Then he put me at second base. Then he put me at. Then I played second. I played that second. And then once I got locked in, they had me on third. That was my spot. I love that hot corner.
Yeah, hot corner, man. That's good business, man. So when you was in school, what was your major? Because right now, you were true student athlete, where your academics was actually more important than your ability on the field. So what did you pick up as a major?
So man, at Benedict College, I originally went in as a elementary teacher. So with them, elementary can go up to sixth grade, so my goal was to like teach sixth grade, coach, but over time, like my interest kind of changed from, instead of being like a coach teacher, I try to do what I was taught, man. I wanted to be Mr. Benjamin Bailey. He was the center director at the Boys and Girls Club. He taught me, so I was like, shoot, I could do this. But
That's
at
dope.
Benedict, man, I took part in this teachers program. It's called Call Me Misters. I was in the very first program that initiated at Benedict, University of South Carolina, Winthrop, which is in the South Carolina, well, almost North Carolina area. But yeah, it's pretty much a teacher's program where they teach young Black men how to be effective educators. So I took part in that. They kind of helped, mold me, smooth me out a little bit.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, bro. Like I worked in school systems. I've been directors over youth programs, daycare centers, middle school and teen programs. So that's why right now, I'm doing my own thing because I've already went through that maturation. Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. But so when you was in school, you got your bachelor's, you got your bachelor's degree?
Yes, yeah. So I changed my major. I changed my major from elementary education to child and family development. So that's kind of like a blend between social work, youth programming like Boys and Girls Club, and if I wanted to teach, I can probably go up to like kindergarten, first grade. But it was kind of like a net,
Gotcha. All right, man. We'll shoot that. Man, that's dope right there. Now, while you was in school, is there any type of social organizations you associated with while you was in there? Especially at the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? That's a
yeah.
So what did you partake in, man?
Okay.
I see that. It up with the bros, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gamma Pi. Do or Die Gamma Pi chapter. Do or Die Gamma Pi. Fraternity, Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Yes, sir.
Spring, fall, what? What year? What year?
Man,
what semester?
That was Spring 06.
Spring 06. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of that Centennial. It's part of that Centennial line, you know.
Man, that's big. That's a big. That's
Yeah.
big right there. You the first. You know what I'm saying? Spring 06 on the Centennial. That's big. That's big.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that's
Yeah.
dope. Man,
Yeah.
that's dope. Uh, but so hey man, we got a lot to unpack. You know what I'm saying? So, you went
Hey,
from
I'm here
playing
for it.
ball, went from at Benedict, went to school for education, uh, part of A Phi A. You know what I'm saying? The Centennial line, that's big. At a HBCU, come on, man,
At
that's
HBCU.
crazy. You being
So
real casual about that, man. But that's
yeah.
not casual. That's some real big stuff right there. So
Hey,
you go from there.
it and you know them boys, you know them bros, you know them bros
Yo,
step. Hey, we used to
for
party hop
real.
our tail off, bro. Good old days, man.
Good
Good
old
old days.
days.
Good
Good
old
old
days.
days.
Yeah.
So from there, where did you get? What would you say was your first job that kind of created your career? So we go bypass the pit stops, but when you start really kind of locking in the foundation of on who you are and in the direction you're moving in now, what was like the first job
Yeah.
that really kind of locked in your career path?
Oh man. So shortly after graduating, man, I got a job at Fort Jackson working with Child Youth and School Services. So I kind of
Right.
started from the ground up, right? Started
Oh,
as a part-timer, working at the child development centers in the morning, helping out. And in the afternoon, I would work in the school age programs. And I did that probably for like one or 2 years while I was working at the elementary school, right?
okay.
So I did that for probably about 4 years, working mainly at the elementary school as an EMD teacher, emotionally disabled. Never heard of that until I got into the school system. But working as a EMD teacher and working part-time out at Fort Jackson, still in the youth program and youth services, right?
Okay.
But my career really took off when I took over a position out at Fort Jackson. It was called a work-based learning coordinator position. And I was responsible for an apprenticeship program. They was piloting an apprenticeship program out there called Hired Apprenticeship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a pilot, so nobody really knew anything about it. So my trainer, she was like, boy, this is your chance. So I took on the program. So the goal was to train students, place them within their career interest field, and monitor them, coach them, and once they're done, was to they earn a stipend, and I reward them with a ceremony, whatever. So I took over that program, and I had that program from 2009, 10, 2011, 2012. Bro, I mentored over 300 kids in that program.
Man, that's big.
Crazy. Yeah,
Now,
the biggest.
what's the ages? Like, what was the ages of the kids that was participating in the program?
15 to 18.
High school students. All right.
Yeah, 15 to 18, man. That was an amazing program, which, being in the military, federal government, bruh, they got all the funds. All they need is ideas, right?
Yeah.
So the program was life-changing. It could have been world-changing if we could have put it out to the public like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
So, what I'm hearing is, like you say, it was like an apprenticeship style program.
Yeah.
So kids came talk to you. You basically did a sit down council. They gave you an idea of what type of profession that they want to go into, and then you would then reach out to businesses and companies that kind of operated within the fields they're looking for. Like, could you go a little bit more detail than that?
Yeah. So, sorry about that. So what I did is I offer workforce preparation and character development training. So I pretty much evaluated the students, right?
Mm.
I try to put them in a place of their interest. So if they're interested in working in the dentist's office or in childcare or with youth sports or they interested in technology. I had a young man, our brother was like 15, 16 years old. He was working hand in hand with the the functional technology person out at Fort Jackson, which was crazy. You know, I had kids 15 years old getting hands-on work experience working in the dentist's office. So I was the buffer. So instead of the supervisor talking to the parents, it was me. Hey, Mr. Corey, you know, we had an issue with X, Y, and Z. So I wouldn't just address it with the student. I address it with the whole crew, because we met every week, once a week. And I, you know, instead of pointing the kid out, I'd have been like, hey, you know, it's brought to my attention that, you know, we still have young people being on cell phones, or we still have young people not coming to work on time or not dressing appropriately. And what I used to do is I turned them into workshops. So we have the little talk, we do some hands-on, we do some scenarios, and I made it to the point to where it wasn't just about work, bro. Like them kids was bringing like issues, like you talking about like peer pressure and how to, you know, self-esteem type stuff and like anxiety, and you know. So what I did is I added some biblical principles just to kind of sustain them, you know, when it comes to like life, because life gonna life on you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to bounce back. You can't turn on Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hey, when you feeling bad, last thing you want to do is to turn on some Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's gonna make it way worse, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it was awesome. That was like one of my best jobs in the whole world.
And how long was you operating in that space? You held that position?
Man, they seen a young black man held that position, and it just took off from there. They were like, all right, bro, we got other things we need you to do. So I went from that position to being, I became the assistant director for the middle school and teen program out there for probably about 6-7 years. Then I took a director's position at Fort Gordon for the school age program. I did that for a little over a year. Commuting, driving about 1:40 one way, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, because I know, like, you in South Carolina, you talking about you done picked up a job in Fort Gordon. I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
Man,
That was it was God's plan, bro.
To get to work. Okay,
man, who you telling? 1:45 one way, and I'm talking about hitting that thing, hitting it, still getting there at 1:45. Like, golly. Nah, but it was a boss move. Like I did it because it helped my pay grade. You know what I'm saying? So I committed to a year, and I told the lady up front, like, listen, you know, I appreciate what y'all doing, but if I can't sell this house in Columbia, South Carolina,
got it. So what made you when was it that you start the entrepreneurship transitioning into what you're doing now, and how did that conversation go with your wife?
Yeah. So it's community, bro. Like, you know, I can say, man, one of my good friends from college, man, Joseph Thoughts, he you know, he was always an entrepreneur. He was always doing stuff and getting involved with people that was doing things outside of just 9 to 5. He didn't believe in working. You know what I mean? This young man, he retired early. And he was like, bro, there's other ways to make money. I'm like, all right, let's get it. So, you know, I took part in some ways. And I know, like, my econ, man, they helped me so much, like, financially. But it also helped me, like, just being around people who was entrepreneurs to the T. I'm talking about. That's where I met you, bro. Like, I've seen you, like, you making your own moves. Like, you got something steady, but you still making your own moves. You positioning yourself, and I'm like, well, shoot, bro, it's something like, because I always move like a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I don't care if my bank account don't speak it. You know, I'm gonna act like it till I get there. So, just being around people getting it. And people like that, they know in the system, and they know how people who got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just being around people, and I was inspired, like, bro, like, you know, my dreams got bigger. I'm like, man, look, I'm trying to every niece, nephew, cousin getting out of high school, I'm trying to buy them a car. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to help with tuition. I'm trying to help with college tuition and all of that. You know,
Man, that's
so
beautiful. But in
yeah,
regarding
man.
of you, I believe you explained to me like you have a nonprofit. What's the name of your nonprofit?
Yeah, man. The name of the nonprofit is called Forward Progression Mentor Apprenticeship Program
Okay.
Incorporated.
So,
So it's Forward Progression Map. Yeah, and I just got we are an official 501c3, man. I got my letter of determination back on October, and boy, we've been hitting the ground running. So
awesome.
you know,
So what kind of brought that about? And like from what I'm hearing, it sounds very identical to the programs you were building while you was at Fort Gordon. Is that correct?
yeah, out at Fort Jackson, yes, sir. Yeah,
Fort Jackson. Fort
you know,
Jackson. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
and that's
so so how was that process went? What made you comfortable and confident enough that you're like, you know what, I'm about to go ahead and open up my own nonprofit and move in that direction? What kind of brought that about?
yeah, man. Just life. God moves in mysterious ways, bro. So, I remember saying when Fort Jackson took that program and they transitioned it into another area, you know what I'm saying? You know how they
Mhm.
doing it with pilots, right?
Yeah.
And I told myself, if I ever have an opportunity, I'm going to do the same program, but I'm going to give it to the community. Because like only people
Yeah.
that took part in the original program was those that was registered on Fort Jackson, that was in the C.Y.S programs and all of that. Right.
Yeah.
So life, bro. I was working in the private sector with this organization, and things happen, and people kind of showed their true colors to where
Hmm.
false accusations went down, and yet they coming at me all sideways, and it pretty much boiled down to me making a decision to trust God's plan over other people's policies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just had a conversation, and God was like, "It's time," and I was like, "You know what? Let's go." And
Let's go.
I hit it. Yeah,
All right.
and
Awesome.
yeah, I
So
hit it,
so
man.
how long has has the company been established? Like when did it, like what year did it kick off? What month and year did it kick off?
So I got registered with the state, and I did all of my initial stuff back in like January 24.
Okay.
And we officially got started with our first programming in October 2024. So
All
like
right.
we young at it, but bro, we hitting
Yeah.
it. Like right now, I'm currently actively partnering with like 5 high schools. Man, I got like 15 small businesses that's working with me, working with the young people. And I've had a winter term where we took on like 13 students that I helped get work-based learning hours towards their graduation and help build their resume. Got them locked. They locked in, right?
Yeah. And that's all.
And in spring we had 9 students that they got same thing. I got them locked in. They earned their work-based learning hours towards graduation. And I just kicked off my summer term. Matter of fact, Monday was the official first week of my summer. So the summer term goes from I think like June 16th until like August 9th. But
Okay.
instead of them doing 10 weeks like they normally do, they're only doing 6 weeks. So I don't want to take their whole summer. So
Yeah.
students committing to 6 weeks for 120 hours. I pretty much write all of their paperwork for their work-based learning hours towards graduations. They get state requirements credit, bro.
Man, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. and you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this independently as a nonprofit, like this
right.
mentorship program. Man, that's
Yeah, man.
awesome. Now,
Yeah,
so regarding of with your current students, what type of professions are they working in?
yeah, man. You know, everybody want to be a gamer. Everybody want to be
Okay.
a digital creator or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, but we got some. I got some solid ones, man. I got some solid kids, man. So right now, I can say some names out there because we good. I'm currently partnering with Premier Dentistry Office. I got a kid working out in the dentist office. Mayor Sloan Griffin, shout out to him. Um, I got students working with him out in there, working in the mayor's office. We actually partnered to help put together his internship. So he started his own intern out in Blythewood. You know, he got two of my heavy hitters,
Yeah.
two kids that went through my program. They kind of helped them kick that off. Um, We Care Urgent Care, man. Why Not Me Essentials, which is, man, Why Not Me Essentials? They are godsend, bro. They held me down. They held me down when I didn't even have a location to go to, bro.
Man, that's
Yeah, Myers Mortuary, Tiffany Sweets. I got a kid who loves who loves to bake.
okay.
Just ain't about it, bro. I got a young lady who's working at a tattoo parlor, bro.
Wow.
I told him, I'm like, whatever your interest is, if you feel yourself being successful at it, let's go. The kid is
Yeah.
so talented, bro. She can literally draw upside down. And I'm not talking about flowers and stuff. I'm talking about facial features and all. Like her dad told me, like, he was like, bro, she love it. And I'm
Man,
like,
that's
all right,
dope.
look, if I got your big old self,
Yeah.
let's go. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. What else? Oh, Gansey. It's this location called Gansey Co. Branding. So
Yeah.
they do embroidery, they do printing press, they do banners. It's sort of like a black-owned Office Depot. So a lot of small
Oh, wow.
businesses. I really don't do a lot of major corporations. It's too much, red tape to jump through. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man, we doing it.
Hey, man, that's beautiful, man. But and plus, man, that really kind of like locks in the fabric of the community and things of that nature, man. When you grabbing people that young and creating like great opportunities and exposure. More importantly, the exposure and getting direct hands on, because like the type of information and knowledge that they're receiving is like you said, it will be classified as non-traditional because it's not like inside of a schoolhouse. It's kind
Right.
of bringing it back, like back in the old school times. That's how people became professionals. Like you had apprenticeships
Exactly.
before there was colleges. Well, universities have always been around, but generally, an individual uh, became a professional through their apprenticeship, and you kind of bringing that back up, man. So that's real dope, and that is kind of like a direction I'm looking at the landscape of the nation. That's like a direction
Yeah.
that a lot of people are going.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, non-traditional vocational type schools, man, and that's what your platform is all about. Now, in regarding of the partnerships for anybody that want to partner with you, like how does that work?
Oh man, listen, if anybody want to partner, whether they want to they're a business that's looking to take on some students that have that capacity to take on a young person for 10, 12. During the summertime, we do 20 hours a week.
Yeah,
Just you can check out the website, man. It's forward progression map.com. And
yeah,
you can just go to the website, you can contact me there. I'm also on Instagram at Forward Progression Map. Facebook, Corey Dwyer. And you can even check out my other Instagram, which is Mr. Grind Out LLC. That's my positive apparel line. I was doing that since 2020. So yeah, man, just trying to do good things, do God's work, man. That's pretty
man,
much the
that's
concept.
beautiful. That's dope. That's dope. Now, because this pretty much a sports podcast, but we cover like various things. It's like so.
Yeah.
But to swing it back to sports, man. Who
Oh yeah.
who are the teams that you follow?
The teams that I follow, man, listen. Philadelphia Eagle. I was an Eagle since Randall Cunningham, bro.
There you go. One of these.
Yeah, look. Hey, listen, for real. But check it out, though.
Okay.
Check it out. Philly and a Steeler. It's possible. I'm a Philadelphia Eagle and I'm a Steeler. Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm telling you. That's it. That's it. Philadelphia Eagles and Steelers.
Okay.
When it comes to like baseball, bro, Yankees fan all the way. You know, I was a Braves fan for a little bit when they had David Justice and them jokers. You know, everybody loved Andrew Jones. Everybody liked that guy. He was,
he was cold.
Yeah, but Yankees, Steelers, Philly. When it comes to basketball, bro, I love players. I really do. Like, I can't
so you don't
really
follow a team if it's a particular player. Okay, so who's your player right now? Who the player that you following right now?
Players I follow right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That boy Ant's cold-blooded. Ant is cold-blooded. And
he falling short, man. He's like a young MJ right now, man. Like he gets you all hype, but he can't get over that hump right now, man. Kind of like what MJ did back in his day.
Yeah. He needs somebody to get up in his tail, man. He ain't there to he's not at the point where he can lead a team. You know what I'm saying? Like talent wise, for sure. He gonna have the most points. Yeah. But leading the team, like as far as like, you know, holding people accountable, you know, he ain't there yet. He probably just need an old vet to kind of snatch him up, you know.
You know what it is? He too nice, man. He ain't got that MJ dog. He remind you of MJ in moments and flashes, but he ain't got that consistent. He ain't got that nonstop dog in him like MJ had. But he have these moments and flashes where you like, man, that's why everybody call him Michael Jordan's son. But he only can do it for a moment. He only can do it for a flash. He ain't got that day in, day out dog. Once he get that, I think that's the only thing he missing in this game, man. I think that's the only thing. Physically, he got everything. He ain't got the mentality.
Right. He need a vet. He need a vet to kind of stay in his ear. Like, nah, bro, don't pass me the ball. It's fourth quarter, 4 minute game.
Everybody done caught on quick. Like, you know, they be throwing double teams at him, and it's what it is almost like that. What was that? They give and go method. He need to hurry up.
That's it. Get it out of his skin and get it
back, and cut to the rim, get it back, and posterize somebody, man. Like that's the main thing he missing, because he improved in his three game, man. His percentage went crazy. Like he said when he was on that Olympic team, they said he was working out with Steph Curry and KD. So that's why this year, man, his 3-point percentage went crazy this year.
Oh, for sure.
But I ain't gonna let you slide, man. I ain't gonna let you slide. You said you a Steelers fan. So what you thinking about having a 98-year-old quarterback, man? How you handling that right now?
Man, listen, I'm trying to keep an eye on the backup. Bro is one blitz away from being a spectator.
Better question.
Yeah.
How you feel about the fact your organization did not draft Shedeur Sanders? How you feel about that?
Man, listen, the entire NFL organization let me down. They showed their true colors, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and the crazy people say Shedeur.
Yeah.
All of those prospects were top 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. And nobody started getting drafted until after Shedeur crossed the stage. I mean, until his name was called. But like all of those boys dropped, and it was all due to, you know, politics, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like they said, man, the NFL, they showed their true colors that day, bro. You know, hey, what God has ordained can't no man deny.
Yeah.
So you can put, bro. They can have 7 quarterbacks on the lineup.
Yeah.
On the roster, you know, he's still gonna rise to the top if that's his will. You know. So it is what it is. Yep. It was bad business for sure.
Yeah.
More than anything, it was bad business. You know, ain't nothing against Shedeur. You know, the Steelers was in the room. They probably got that same call that all the other owners got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he trying to show y'all up.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. All right, man. But you know what, man? We don't rocked out like a whole 40 minutes, man. You don't cover like some great information. One more time, man, before we wrap this up. If somebody's trying to contact you, how can they reach out to you in regarding of your mentorship apprenticeship program that you got going on? What's the
Yes,
name of
sir.
it? What's the name of your website and how they can reach out to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, like I said, you can reach out to me. You can inbox me, man. Facebook at Corey Dwyer. Also, this positive apparel, man. We didn't talk much about it, but Mr. Grind Out Apparel, man, great positive apparel. A lot of dope color combinations, all that good stuff. If you want to hear more about the apprenticeship program, I got an amazing website. If you go to Forward Progression, PROGRESSION, MAP, MAP.com. And there you can get more information about the program. Ways to give, because y'all know how it is. Like right now, we're a nonprofit. Grants, we've been doing a lot without funding, bro. So, being super creative, trying to, better position these young people. But, we need the support also, man. So still trying to get some grants, getting support. But what we do is we just mend the community, That's it. We got small businesses that would love to train people, but they don't have the platform, the curriculum, and we partner with those businesses. So, and it's incorporated. So if y'all want something like this in your area, hey, fly the kid out. I'll set it up for you.
Man, that's dope. Hey, once again, people, man, we down there. I believe we was Columbia, South Carolina, man. So businesses in the area or businesses that definitely want to partner up, man. Like you said, he's incorporated. He can actually bring it to your city and state. Hey, reach out to this guy if this make a whole lot of sense for the business that you're currently running. If you would like to have a mentorship program and a mentorship / apprenticeship style program, Corey, he definitely can. Like you say, you fly him in, he'll help you set everything up, man. So help you get that thing off the ground, because that is definitely a direction I can see this country moving towards. This non-traditional vocational style of learning and training, man. It's definitely awesome. It's definitely awesome. But man, I like to appreciate you taking out some time out of your busy schedule, man, to jump on here on that Talk 254, man. You got any last words, Mr. Dwyer?
Oh yeah. Hey man, listen. You keep doing your thing, bro. Like, hey, keep chipping, keep grinding, keep using your voice, bro. And all things gonna lay the way it's supposed to, man. And one thing I've learned about life, bro. One thing I learned about life, especially in 2024 and 25, I've learned that when something is good, you take it as a blessing, and when life is lifing, take it as a lesson. Like you can't get mad about it, can't get frustrated, find the good in it, and that's it. Just keep moving.
Keep moving. Hey, most definitely, man. Hey, man, you stay blessed in your end, man. You and the family, man. Until the next time, man, we out.
Yes, sir.
Take your coaching and training to the next level. My Athlete 360 invites coaches to create professional profiles that showcase their experience and talents to parents seeking their services and organizations all in one platform. Start by downloading My Athlete 360 and selecting Coach Trainer at sign up. Enter your email, create a secure password, and you're ready to build your professional profile. It's that simple to begin your digital journey. Next, add your name, a professional headshot, and contact information. This builds trust with parents and athletes searching for coaches. A polished profile is your first step to standing out in the coaching community. Highlight your coaching specializations and certifications. Add your coaching philosophy and experience details. Parents seek qualified coaches for their athletes' development, and your profile is your chance to shine. The app also features a link tree within the profile that coaches can use to put all of their social media and business website in one place. Remember, your expertise is your selling point. By showcasing your skills and experience, you attract the right athletes and parents who value your unique coaching approach. Set up your training packages, pricing, and availability. My Athlete 360 allows parents to book with trainers and coaches directly through the app, simplifying your business operations. This allows you to focus on developing athletes while the platform handles the rest. Your professional coaching profile is now live. Parents with athletes ready to train and develop can discover you, book your training and coaching services, and communicate directly through the platform. My Athlete 360 handles the business side, so you can focus on what you do best, developing great athletes. Download My Athlete 360 today and elevate your coaching business. Youth organizations with multiple coaches are also encouraged to create profiles. Parents are always actively looking for you. Use the link in the bio to get started. Questions about profile features? Drop them in the comments below. Let's revolutionize your coaching journey together.